what a ride we've been on. Just trying to be human here.
Welcome to our podcast.
This is take 6 or 7, maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but we're back at it. We're not giving up.
We had a moment. We had our moments of disappointment, but we're here. We're driving.
We're back and better than ever.
I'm back and I'm better. This is gonna be the best take yet.
Okay, I feel it. Let's go.
You start.
No negativity November is what we will be discussing today.
How did that come about?
So basically, we had terrible patterns, terrible thought patterns that were coming out in bad habits where we were just every single day in a negativity spiral, waking up positive, spreading some light in this world, entering our business, which we don't really align with, having negative thought patterns, speaking those out loud.
Yeah.
And then staying in that negativity spiral every single day.
As we came upstairs to have lunch with each other.
Yeah.
Then we would
sit right
we
here
would just continue and
just-
we would just be like,
and this, and
I
this,
can't believe
and this.
this. And it was exhausting. So then what happened?
So yeah, then you
You were
one
in the
day,
shower.
I was in the shower. You walked in October 31st, Halloween to be exact. And she was like, I have an idea. And I thought that it was going to be about our podcast. And she just said, no negativity November. And I was like, yes, absolutely.
Bet.
We need that in our lives.
Yes, because I feel as though too we have had this happen before, where we're in this pattern or this spiral, and somebody approaches the other person and says, "No, I
Not today,
can't.
Satan.
I can't do this anymore. We have
True.
to clean up our thoughts. We have to clean up our language around each other and over certain situations, because your thoughts and your language are the foundation of your whole entire life.
Language
So
is everything.
if my thought, usually your thoughts are trying to give you signals to say there's something wrong with your habits, your daily habits that you're doing, because those are going to be what give you the confidence to have better thoughts, to have better language. If you're doing the things that you say that you're going to do, your thoughts and your language they're automatically going to be better. So,
And you're being consciously aware of those thought patterns. Being conscious of what you're thinking will stop you from actually speaking that out loud. And when we're constantly distracting ourselves and on our phone, just scrolling and looking at other people's lives, it makes it really easy to just speak without thinking and not be consciously aware of our thoughts and actions, really, even things that we do. But really, what we speak, it just makes, I feel like it makes us lose ourselves, where you're not
yes,
even, you're not being
you,
you're on autopilot. I feel like
yes, that's huge.
a lot of people live in autopilot, and we were living in autopilot for the longest time until we started to think about be more consciously aware of the kind of people that we wanted to be and versus who we were being in the moment. And so yeah, your conscious awareness is everything. Taking a moment and sitting with yourself can help quiet all the noise to help you be more aware and conscious of how you're showing up in the world.
Yes. And I forget what I was going to say along with that. But just an example, if you're going into something, if we constantly have the thought pattern of, "Oh man, I just really don't want to go into work today." How do you think that that's going to make you feel? If your
work day is going to be shit.
If your pattern, you might get lucky here or there, and somebody might bring some food to the office that makes you happy or something. But if you constantly,
That's going to make you feel like shit, by
it's
the
gonna
way.
make you, yeah, those donuts in the break room are not for you, sis. They're not for you.
Your consciousness is telling you no.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. The more you listen to it, the more it's going to keep you on a path that
is
is
aligned with you.
creating a better version of yourself. And that may seem frustrating at first, but the more you do it, the more you realize, wow, I'm growing, and this is way more awesome than getting a sugar rush during
That
my
lasts
day.
for 5
Yeah.
seconds.
And then your brain was, if you were listening, your brain was telling you no to begin with, but you did it anyway. And that action right there creates self betrayal. You didn't listen to yourself. And then after you eat the donut and after you come down from your sugar high, you're gonna be like, man, I'm a piece of shit. I shouldn't have done that. I said that I was gonna do this and I didn't. It's
It's a spiral.
that just little thing that seems like it doesn't matter. It matters so
Tremendously.
much. So it's just little language patterns within your mind that if you change the narrative in your mind to something more positive, like how can I be my best self at work today? How can I lend someone a helping hand at work today? What at work can I be grateful for? Because negativity and gratitude cannot exist in the same space. So it's just those little changes in thinking.
And what you're putting out into the world, if you're constantly putting negativity out into the world, then things are going to happen, continuously happen in your life, and where you're like, why is this happening to me? Life is happening for you, not to you, but what you're putting out comes back. So if you can be conscious enough to make sure that you're not putting negativity out into the world, then that positive energy, like all of that will just come back to you,
Yes.
because you're putting that out and you can only get that back.
Yes. Yeah. So as soon as you say, man, I don't want to go to work today, this is going to be shit, your brain is also going to look to validate you in that way.
Yeah, or I really don't want to work out today. And then you get yourself out there, be proud of yourself, but it's like, how's your workout going to be if you are in that headspace? I get forcing yourself sometimes. I think that's another thing. It's like sometimes you do have to force yourself to do something, but it's like, what are your thought patterns when you then choose to do it? And if you go into it already like negative, then the situation probably isn't going to turn out as good as it could, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And for us in our situation, I know I was going downstairs and into work thinking I don't want to be doing this. I'll be glad when this is over. Because it causes me like a lot of anxiety and stress. So I my body and brain don't want to feel that. So it's automatically like, no, thank you. But I have to do it. So if I can go into it with a cheerful spirit and, a more positive outlook and change my narrative about it, then it's going to potentially change the outcome of, there's a better chance at least of it changing,
Yeah,
the
it can
outcome
still
changing.
yeah, and it can still happen. Like you're not going to be perfect in it. You're going to mess up. You're going to say some stuff. For me, like I'm going to say some stuff. I might say something that is super negative and super.
Like the first day.
Yeah, the first day, like I fully just sent it. And then afterwards, I recognized it and I was like, I'm really sorry that I put that negativity out. And then I could just move on from it. It's like, don't beat yourself up if you fall into a spiral of negativity. Just catch yourself and be like, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try not to do that anymore for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So really, this just exists, like you said, you were talking about it becoming like a habit. I don't know if you wanted to, like, it's just like a practice.
Yeah, I mean, the point is to catch yourself to make it a habit. And then once you have that habit stays with you for the rest of your life. If you are, the more that you do something, the better you get at it. So if you are constantly aware of how you're speaking and how you're showing up in the world, then you're always going to show up as the best version of yourself that you can be.
Yeah.
So, and you'll carry it on, when December 1st comes, you're not going to just be like, it's not November anymore, so I'm going to say whatever I want and be an asshole. And it's like, no, it's like by then you should be,
More
getting
aware.
better, more
Yeah.
aware of it. You should be better than you were when you started November 1st.
Yeah. And you're never This is just trying to be human, not just trying to be perfect.
For sure.
So
You're gonna fail.
yeah, we created it because we suck.
We were terrible.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so, and when you're in a relationship, are you bringing your best version of yourself to that relationship? I know I was bringing negativity. She was bringing negativity. So, and it's easier to, it's also like the company you keep. It's, if I'm bringing it, it's going to be harder for her to bring me any sort of positivity. So I'm bringing the negativity. So I'm getting that right back, and she's being negative, and then we're
For
just
sure.
feeding off of each other, and it's just craziness up in here.
Yeah.
But really, this channel just exists so we can share the stuff that we suck at, that we're trying to work on,
For sure.
and we feel like the internet doesn't have a lot of real, raw, authentic human things that we all go through, where
like we
people
all
are
try to-
being honest.
Yeah. I feel like everybody tries to glamorize their life, and we just want to show up real and raw and show you that being a human sucks sometimes, but you can, keep pushing forward. You can
Make the
continue to
most of it.
grow.
Make the most of your life, and do so with grace and gratitude, and have a good time, even when you're not in the place that you kind of want to be at in your life. Because I know that's where we are right now,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
we're trying to make the most of it and connect in the human experience with people. But we're going to Italy the end of the month. We're going to eat so many croissants and cornettos. There will be videos of that. So we're going to bring you travel stuff and our podcasts, which are just trying to connect and show how we're human.
Share our human experience with your human experience, make you feel more normal in your human experience.
And hopefully we can all just help each other in this crazy roller coaster ride.
Yeah.